I love this story. In the new year, you're set to bring a new challenge to the separation of church and state in America's public schools. As the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Oklahoma pushes to create America's first religious school entirely funded by taxpayers. Our next guest is defending the groups pushing to use public funds for religious education. Alliance Defending Freedom President Christian Waggoner joins us now. Christian, thanks for being here. As I understand it, Oklahoma has a charter school program, and the state is simply saying we're going to allow religious institutions to use that program as well, starting with this particular program.
You're exactly right. The Constitution, consistent with the Supreme Court's decisions, has said that it's wrong for government to treat religious organizations unequally. So if they're offering a public benefit or a funding program, it can't exclude individuals or groups just because they're religious. So this program offers public funding and charter school approval to all kinds of different schools, and that should include those religious schools that would like to participate.
You're exactly right. So when I hear the word charter, that means publicly funded, but it has so far meant it has to be entirely secular. And what Oklahoma is saying is Christian schools, religious schools should have the same opportunity to apply for that to start a school. And you believe the Constitution defends their right to do so?
Absolutely. The Constitution prevents religious discrimination, and the Supreme Court has said that time and again. The First Amendment ensures that we have a pluralistic society. It's not meant to create a wall removing religion from public life. And Pete, I think one point that has to be made here is not necessarily about the school's right, but about parents' rights.
Yeah.
At Alliance Defending Freedom, we work every day to ensure parents can make decisions that are in the best interest of their kids. And educational choice is in the best interest of parents and of kids.
No doubt. And this is the next level. I mean, it's one thing to get a voucher and then choose where to go with it. This is more direct. Now, I would suspect this will get challenged, right?
Yes, it has. Actually, when we represent the virtual school board charter, the board there, and their decision was consistent with Oklahoma's governor's interpretation as well as the then Attorney General's. But now there's been an activist group and a new Attorney General that has filed suit, and the case is before the Oklahoma Supreme Court right now.
And where do you think that? How do you think that'll play out in Oklahoma? And then I presume it will be challenged potentially all the way to the Supreme Court.
It very well could be. States can no longer hide behind state constitutions to disguise religious bigotry. And that's what this is. Religious organizations and parents have the right to be able to make decisions that are in the best interest of their kids and align with their faith. And they shouldn't be excluded just because they're religious. In fact, the Supreme Court has actually said that's odious to the Constitution. So I'm very hopeful about how this decision will turn out.
I love what you're doing. We've been so backwards for so long. We stripped God out of our public institutions. We took a letter written by Thomas Jefferson to the Danbury Baptists and decided there was a wall of separation between all things, getting it exactly the opposite of what our founders intended.
Absolutely. That's a historically inaccurate version. And the First Amendment exists to ensure that we can all make these deep personal choices on our own behalf and not have activists or bureaucrats have a stranglehold over what our children are taught.
It's freedom of religion, not freedom from religion. Christian, thanks so much for sharing it, and have a happy new year. God bless you.
Thank you. You too.
Keep us posted.